Hello, I'm Kris from the FPL Dude and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video for the 2020-2021 season. In today's video I will talk to you about those essential players that have that best potential to do good now in the last two fixtures, game week 37 and 38. I will give you a variety of 2 goalkeepers, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders and 2 strikers, which I believe have that best potential and I believe are essentials now to own to the end of the season. If you're new around here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And if you have anything FPL related that you want to ask me, feel free to do it down in the comment section. We'll try to give you a fast reply. Thank you, and let's begin. The first goalkeeper I believe have that essential potential now is Meslier. I believe that he has very good fixtures now to the end of the season. I believe that he possesses very good clean sheet potential, mainly because of those fixtures. Now Leeds defense have not impressed us this season when it comes to keeping it clean, but I still believe that Meslier has very good potential to do good, mainly because he has very good potential to earn that bonus for saves made as well. He's currently ranked 2nd out of all goalkeepers. In game week 37 they play against Southampton. Southampton have scored 47 and even 8 goals now in the last 5. While they play against West Brom in game week 38, West Brom have scored 32 goals now throughout the whole season and 7 in the last 5 game weeks, but I still do believe that Meslier is an essential goalkeeper for you to do good now to the end of the season. The second goalkeeper I believe has essential potential is Dubravka. Now this might be very surprising for everybody because Dubravka have not impressed this season. He has earned only 1 clean sheet, but I still believe that he is a wonderful goalkeeper that possesses wonderful bonus for saves made, mainly because Newcastle's defense have failed to impress. But in game week 37 and 38 they actually meet the 2 teams in the Premier League that have scored the lowest amount of goals. Sheffield United is number 1. They've scored only 18 throughout the whole season and only 1 now for the last 5 game weeks. So Dubravka does seem to have excellent clean sheet potential, mainly because of those fixtures, and Fulham as well have failed to impress this season when it comes to scoring goals. They've scored only a total of 26 and only 2 now for the last 5 game weeks. So yes, Dubravka does seem to be essential goalkeeper now to the end of the season. The first defender I believe have essential potential to do good now is Shaw. I do believe that he has excellent clean sheet potential now because Manchester United defense have drastically improved, and I do believe that Shaw is actually a player that is going to be a guaranteed starter now for the last 2 game weeks because he does seem to be the most creative player out of all their defenders. He is by far more creative than Wan-Bissaka. He was just much more unfortunate to not get involved into a goal now for the last couple of game weeks. Manchester United plays against Fulham in game week 37. Fulham have they've scored only 26 goals this season and only 2 now for the last 5 game weeks. While Wolves have scored 35 this season and only 5 for the last game week. That is going to be the last fixture that Manchester United has this season. Shaw has impressed very good. He has a total of 10 clean sheet to his name and a total of 6 goals involvement throughout the whole season. The second midfielder I believe have that essential potential to do good is Kris. Now West Ham have one of those best fixtures to the end of the season. They play against West Brom now in game week 37. West Brom have scored only 32 goals and 7 now for the last 5 game weeks, while they play against Southampton in game week 38. Southampton have scored 47 goals throughout the whole season and even 8 now for the last 5 game weeks. But I trust in Kris. Kris has been phenomenal fullback this season. He has earned a total of 10 clean sheet and a total of 10 goals involvement. I do believe that he possesses excellent clean sheet potential now in these 2 upcoming fixtures, better than Dallas. This is the main reason I believe that Kris should be on essential list over Dallas. And I believe that Kris does possess wonderful potential to do good now to the end of the season. As for the last defender I believe have that essential potential to do good is Trent Alexander-Arnold. He has been phenomenal fullback throughout the whole season, and even though Liverpool's defense have failed to impress, Alexander-Arnold has still remained one of their most volleyball defenders. In game week 37 they play against Burnley. Burnley have scored 33 goals and 8 in the last 5 game weeks, so that is going to be a bit about half fixture. Crystal Palace as well have scored 37 throughout the whole season and even 5 now for the last 5 game weeks. But when we go for Trent Alexander-Arnold, we don't simply go for his clean sheet potential. He is very attacking minded, so we go for his attacking effort and potential as well. So yes, Trent Alexander-Arnold does seem to be essential defender for you to do good now to the end of the season. But just before I move on, I would like to remind you to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and please don't forget to subscribe if that is something you have not done already. Yes, my goal for this season is 1000 subscribers. I only need around 20 or 30 of you to click that subscribe button, so I will be very grateful. So let's continue. Thank you. As for the first midfield, I believe have that essential potential is going to be a Manchester United one. You either go for Fernandes or Greenwood. I do believe that these two guys are going to do very good now to the end of the season. Greenwood is fighting for his place and his pride because he failed to impress at the beginning of the season. Fernandes is fighting to earn that best player in the Premier League, as I believe that him and Kane are strongly competing. Manchester United plays against Fulham now in game week 37. Fulham have allowed 50 goals throughout the whole season and even 9 now for the last 5 game weeks. And Wolves in game week 38, Wolves have allowed 47 goals throughout the whole season and even 6 now for the last 5 game weeks. I do believe that Manchester United are going to go strong now in the last 2 game weeks. I do believe that either Fernandes or Greenwood is a very good choice for you to go for. Either one of them does seem to be essential for you to do good now to the end of the season. Fernandes has earned a total of 31 goals involvement now throughout the season, while Greenwood has been involved in 9, and those 9 came now in the last 5 to 10 game weeks. The second midfield I believe is essential for you to do good is Rafinha, and I do believe that he should be on this essential list over Lingard, as he has impressed a lot now since he made a comeback from injury. Lingard has been very quiet now for the last 3-4 game weeks. I believe that Lingard can be said that he is out of form right now, so I would not want to risk and recommend you Lingard as an essential, while we have a very informed player here called Rafinha. Leeds have a wonderful fixtures now for game week 37 and 38. Southampton have allowed 43 goals and 7 now for the last 5 game weeks. This is going to be the fixture Leeds play in game week 37, and in 38 they play against West Brom. West Brom have been the team that has allowed most goals out of all Premier League teams. This season they have allowed even 68 throughout the season and even 9 now for the last 5 game weeks. So we are expecting a goal galore from this Leeds side now to the end of the season. Rafinha have been involved in 6 goals and 9 FPL assists throughout the season. As for the last midfielder that remains on the essential list is Salah, and I do believe that he has wonderful potential to do good now to the end of the season. He even does seem to possess very good captaincy potential. He is a player that is fighting for that golden boot, as he wants to be the player that has been involved in most goals. Liverpool play against Burnley in game week 37. Burnley have allowed 51 goals throughout the whole season and even 9 now for the last 5 game weeks. So we're expecting Liverpool to score lots of goals in this one, and against Crystal Palace in game week 38 as well. Crystal Palace have allowed 59 goals throughout the whole season. That's in the top 5 for goals allowed out of all Premier League teams, and even 11 now for the last 5 game weeks. I believe that might even be the worst out of all Premier League teams. So yes, Salah does seem to have very good potential to do good, captaincy potential, and he is on penalties as well. He has been involved in 21 goals this season, and he has been involved in 5 FPL assists. The first strike I believe have that essential potential to do good is Kane. I do believe that Kane is offering us very good potential to do good, mainly because he has been a fantastic player throughout the whole season. I believe that he possesses wonderful captaincy potential in most of these upcoming fixtures. many of the players are going to captain Salah and Fernandes, so I believe that Kane might even be a differential captain in some of these game weeks. When we take a look at the fixture, they do not look that good, but Aston Villa and Leicester United have both allowed tons of goals now in the last couple of games. I do believe that Kane is still going to be able to do good mail because he has been involved in 21 goals this season and even 13 FPL assists. Aston Villa have allowed 41 goals throughout the whole season. Luckily, they've allowed 8 now for the last 5 game weeks, so Kane could potentially do good. Same goes to Leicester. They've allowed only 44 throughout the whole season, but even 7 now for the last 5 game weeks. As for the last strike, I believe is essential for you to do good is Antonio, and I do believe that Antonio has better potential to do good than Bamford, mainly because Bamford seemed to be very out of form and has been now for the last couple of game weeks. Now, even though he has been involved in, I believe it was 2 goals now for the last 5, he still managed to have only 3 total shots now in the 3 last game weeks. He does not have a lot of attempted assists either, so Bamford does not seem to be performing that good, while Antonio seemed to be playing at a very high level, especially now in game week 37, where they play against West Brom. West Brom have been a team that has allowed 68 goals throughout the whole season and even 9 now for the last 5 game weeks, and then they play against Southampton in game week 38, where Southampton have allowed 63 goals throughout the whole season and even 7 now for the last 5 game weeks. Antonio have been very unfortunate with a lot of injuries throughout the whole season, but he has still managed to score 9 goals and get 5 FPL assists. So guys, if you thought this video was of any help, then please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if that is something you have not done already. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.